Okay, first things first, I'm going to jump straight in with the burning question. You were giving some running commentary in the last outing when you met Jon Fitch. I mean, just talk me through, what was going through your mind? What was that all about, Paul? Just
you know what it was?
It
was frustration, you know, it was one of them fights, you know, I've had them before, I had it with Koscheck, and it was, you know, when you feel everybody's against you. In that fight, I've improved so much. You've seen the first round, you've seen Jon Fitch, he pressed him against the cage, he couldn't take me down, and I just felt like there were moments in that fight where they'd already chosen who they want to win. Because another ref on another day, I would have been stood up 3 or 4 times, and I know in one vein, it's up to me to get up, but in another vein, it's up to him to be going to finish me. He wasn't going to finish me, he was stalling, so I kind of feel like I was fighting not only Jon Fitch, but I'm fighting the ref, who I feel was instructed by Bellator. I'm fighting Bellator. I mean, I'm fighting everybody. So I just thought, you know what, they're not going to give me a chance to speak. This is my time to speak. All the mics around the cage. The commentary team was right there, so I thought this was my time to speak, so I spoke.
I mean, just on what you spoke about, even in the run-up, you almost seem to be amplifying what you said in the run-up, in that you were trying to engage with Bellator, you were trying to engage with Scott Coker, but you weren't felt as though you were given the due respect that you were given, or that you should be given. Now, just on that, I saw you lock eyes with Scott Coker. Has this all been settled now?
Do you know what? I think they respect me now. I think that I had to do something like that for them to see my pull. Like, they knew I had a pull. I knew I had a pull, but even I was kind of taken back by the amount of media, fan response that I had. It's like my dissatisfaction sort of captured the whole MMA world. You know, I was on Ariel Helwani, I'm doing this interview, I'm doing interviews with guys that haven't been requesting interviews until I've sort of said, you know, I'm not happy. And they're like, Paul Daley's not happy. Why is Paul Daley not happy? So people are interested in what I'm doing, and that's what I wanted to prove to Bellator, that I'm interested.
I mean, just on you being interesting, we all know that you're a KA specialist, so we'd like to see you in with someone who's going to stand with you. Now, the obvious question based off of all of this, first off, will you be fighting Michael Venom Page next?
I got a new manager now, so I don't know what's going on. You know, I've just signed with Ali from Dominance Fight Management. He manages Khabib, Verdun, Rashad Evans, Cody Garbrandt. He manages a lot of big guys. Most of them are with the UFC right now. So I've spoke to him, and we do have a plan. MVP is in those plans. But as I said before, everything has to be right. Everything, as I've stalled it, it could have been done last year. It would not have the traction that it will have when the fight happens. If we keep going the way we're going, me and both Michael will get his biggest payday. I will get my biggest payday. It will be the biggest fight that the UK has seen, because the traction for that fight is mad. People asking me about it all the time. If everything goes right, then the fight's going to happen, and it will be massive. But I got a meeting with Scott Coker next weekend in London at Bellator 200, so we're going to see what's up.
I mean, just about seeing what's up, even Abdul Al-Aziz has already come out to say he would like that fight. He would like to see you fight Michael Venom Page. Now, if that's what he's calling for, I take it that it's just a question of the negotiation.
Yeah,
that fight to take place first.
Yeah, we spoke. So I've spoke with my new management. Like I said, I got this meeting with Scott Coker next week. If we can get all of it ironed out, the signature will be done next week. The fight will be happening, and it will be a massive fight. And that's really a fight that, like, it might not happen in September. You know, I want it to be in September. It might not be in September. It might be at the end of the year. We're going to see what happens. But the fight will happen. I've got a feeling that Scott is gonna. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna come to some common ground on what we both want from the fight. And you know, when you got guys like Fedor only drawing just over 500,000 viewers, I am 99% sure that the biggest fight Bellator can put together, the biggest fight on the whole roster, regardless of Masasi, McDonald, or whatever, the biggest fight they can put together for your social media era type of fans is MVP versus Semtex. I truly believe that is the biggest fight they've got on the whole roster. So we'll see we'll see.
I mean, just sticking with the subject of MVP, he's obviously got, well,
he's got a 155 wrestler. I've got some 170 juiced up. Yeah, I said it, juiced up 40-year-old Jon Fitch, and MVP's got a 155 wrestler. I'm 99% sure that MVP will make short work of this guy. You know, MVP's got long range, he's got awkward movement, and I don't believe this guy's going to be able to pin him down. And you know, Mike should take him out, which sets up the fight. If Mike still wants it, you know, Mike might feel like a win, might set him up for some other stuff. He might want me to come and chase him, but I'm going to chase him because I know where the money's at, and the money ain't at fighting nobody else except me. So, you know, I'll think he'll win next week. I'll be there. I'll be there to see him win, and then hopefully, like I say, we can make the fight.
And just finally, notice that you've switched up on social media. We've now seen your
yeah. Like I say, new management. We're trying to make new moves. We're trying to, you know, show our worth, and in showing our worth, we're trying to get what we're worth, and you know. So in the next 2 fights, you're going to see me on Instagram, Semtex170, and you may see me on Twitter. You know, like I say, I've been doing this shit since UFC. I've been doing everything by myself. This has been self-managed all the way to this point, so I haven't done a bad job, you know. I feel like I've taken care of myself well, but now I'm handing over the reins as I come to the last stage of my career, and we're still going to be doing big things.
Well, put it this way, I know that Semtex or at SemtexKO is available, so get in there, Paul. We want to see you on Twitter.
Hopefully I'm going to get onto Twitter. I'm going to, like I say, now I can say I'm going to speak to the management. I can sort of pass it on now. I ain't got to sort of answer everything right now, but yeah, we're going to see what's up. We're going to be making movements everywhere.